if you're able to be naked on live television, what couldn't you do? If you think about it. I wonder if those people have any insecurities at all.
That's who they are as a person, and they're happy in their own skin, so fair play to them doing that.
I'm a bit jealous of their confidence. I feel like they could give us some confidence. For the longest time, I've always wanted to work in TV. I think maybe since sixth form, maybe even earlier, I've always been editing videos.
Yeah.
But like just what you said then, the struggle of kind of just getting like your first credit or like your first thing. A lot of it is when you see someone in like a role, like as a runner, you don't see like how much effort they've just got to get a runner role sometimes. It's an entry level position, but I feel like sometimes it's even hard to get them roles.
It's weird because obviously like I was looking on the usual job sites and there wasn't much there. So like Indeed was the prime one.
Right.
And then someone said to me, there's a Facebook group for TV runners. And I was like, surely not. And then sure enough, went on it, and it was like a private Facebook community just for the TV world. And they started putting loads of jobs on there, and then I applied for some of that, unsuccessful. And then I was living in Manchester at the time, so I was like, right, I'm going to Google search production companies based in Manchester and come across a production company based in Manchester called Studio Lambert. And I had a really good time with them, really, really good team. And they didn't have anything on the site, but I just sent an email to an email account that they had on their site and says, I've not seen anything advertised, however, this is who I am, this is what I've done. Fresh out of uni, I'd be really grateful for the opportunity to work, unpaid or paid. I'll happily just get the experience on board. And I can remember getting an email back saying, we're going to give you a call. And ironically, I was on a 6 a.m. till 4 p.m. shift at Lidl when I got this call, which wasn't the most glamorous of jobs. And I got the call to say, we really liked your email. And we've got an opportunity coming up. However, we need you to be available for August, the month of August. And got back to him, and went down that route.
Do you remember what like shelf you were stocking at the time when you got the call?
I was actually I was in the back of the warehouse.
Yeah,
because I can remember my phone ringing and thinking, shit, this is them. Yeah, and obviously,
and the show we're all talking about is Naked Attraction. Me and George, the first show we ever worked on was Naked Attraction.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, if you're from another country, it's basically a show where, is it six contestants?
Six contestants.
Six contestants are in a pod, and one person chooses purely on physical attraction which one to go on a date with. And that meant me and George was sat in a studio, running around doing whatever we could to help, but would occasionally see the sly little boob, or we'd see the sly little... there was a potential that a robe could fall, and you could see that,
yeah,
right?
100%. I mean... just going back to when I actually got the job, and then I can remember saying on the phone, what job is it for? And she says, we're not disclosing that yet, but you'll get it in an email.
Oh, you didn't know at that point?
No, I didn't know at that point. So I didn't know what job
That's even more hilarious.
I didn't know what job I was signing up to.
Yeah.
And then she sent me, I think they were just compiling who was doing all the running, then they were going to send all the information in one go. And then they sent the email, and I can remember just looking and was like, what is it? And I just saw Naked Attraction, and I was like, oh my God. I can remember just ringing my mum straight away. And ringing, my mum was in hysterics. She thought it was absolutely hilarious, which it is funny. It is really funny. But yeah, it was an interesting first day on set, walking around with just loads of naked people who do not give a shit. Yeah. And you know what? I respect them. Yeah. Because they've... That's who they are as a person, and they're happy in their own skin, so fair play to them doing that.
Yeah, kind of not inspiring, but I'm a bit jealous of their confidence. I feel like they could give us some confidence. I mean, I wonder if those people have any insecurities at all. If you're able to be naked in front on live television, what couldn't you do if you think about it?
Well, it's an interesting one, because I can remember being like, fair play to these people, like for going on national television naked.
Yeah. Ben, could you just pull up the show and show people, like, obviously we'll have to blur I don't know if they show that in the images, but just so people get an idea of the show.
On their Facebook, they they actually put out the clips of the show.
Okay.
But they put emojis over.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
okay. To make it a bit more lighthearted. Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be a good clip
Fair
to show.
enough. What emoji, if you were on the show, right, and you were there, what emoji would you want on top of your cock? Like, would you want a cool shades, or, well, an aubergine's a bit obvious.
I mean, an aubergine's very obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, because
am
you
I
don't
going
want to
for?
like big it up. Well, I don't know what you're packing down, but you don't want to be like really confident, because then when you take away the emoji,
Yeah,
it might not
exactly.
match it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What
I
I'd
feel like
go
my
for.
girlfriend would be a good one to answer this question. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She'd give an honest answer. You know what? I'd probably just go curveball. Quite literally, I'd go for a rugby ball.
Oh,
Just,
there we
obviously
go.
just my rugby links.
Yeah,
in there.
that's a good one.
That was a
Yeah,
good
nice.
answer. That I've played that very
good.
well.
You played that very well. No, that's cool, man. So from that, we then worked on a show called Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge. And now that was even another kind of new thing for me, because it was Americans coming over and shooting it in Manchester.
That's right.
And it was kind of like we worked on the modern day Pimp My Ride in a way.
It was an interesting one, because, I mean, I got that gig, ironically, through a production manager who worked on Naked Attraction. So I must have done a good job there. That they were like, he was like, can you come back and do a job here? So I was like, 100%. And that was my first long contract in TV, which was enjoyable, to be fair. Very, I think that opened my eyes in the sense of TV production can actually be quite stressful to a certain extent. Long hours, which is the norm in TV anyway, so that wasn't a surprise in itself. But working on a show of its size, which I believe got aired on NBC.
Yeah, NBC.
Yeah.
I haven't actually seen it because I couldn't watch it here.
Yeah.
But so that Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge, NBC, I think it was like last summer, wasn't it? It was
Yeah,
released.
well, it got aired, I think, summertime, and
Yeah.
we worked on that in February to April 2023.
I mean, it was so weird. So we, the likes of like Jay Leno was there.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got Terry
Terry
Crews.
Crews.
Have you got the show up? Could you just Google Hot Wheels?
There was the Fast and Furious.
Oh yeah. It was the Asian guy. The Asian guy.
I can't
forget
remember
his name.
name.
With long hair.
Really
That guy.
iconic character though in Fast and Furious.
But just to put you into perspective, like we're in Manchester and like we're not down in London. Like that was the first time where I like worked on like an American TV show, and you just felt like the size of it was bigger.
Yeah, massively.
Maybe not day to day, but like, now I look back at it and go, that's cool that I've done that for sure.
It was really. I mean, I look back on that and it opened my eyes in the TV production sense of what it can be like, and the beast of it all. Because
Yeah.
it is a massive operation.